people of the World Wide Web. So it is Cypher Sigma Toys here, and yes, it is another box or unboxing video as I throw in stuff all over the place. Yes, so I've been ordering some stuff here, there, and everywhere. Apologies, I've just dropped something. There we go. So yeah, so ordered some things. So I'll try and go in order of what I know are. Some have been opened just so I can confirm what they have. So we'll start off with this. It's in an Apex Legend box. It is not an Apex Legend. This is hopefully a Lightning collection. So anybody who doesn't know what a Lightning collection is, it is Power Rangers related. So there is a little bit of a discussion to be had about this, and it goes towards my pet peeve of selling stuff and buying stuff online from Facebook and many other avenues, if the thing is even in here. So it's taped up, so I'm hoping this is all good and everything is all together. Yes, perfect. Apologies for this. Trying to get all the little hands and stuff that these Marvel Legends like to include. I believe that's everything. So this is Scorpina. So she was an early villain from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line. She is obviously the name would say, she is kind of a scorpion. She does have alternate hands for each hand, so she has a kind of gloved hand. Her human hand, and then she has her weapon, which is kind of a boomerang, a blade, slash. So let's move her hands, and then I will get into my little story before we get on to the other ones. So yeah, it's not the, oh, she kind of does, and then let's put the effect. Try and put the effect on it. So there we go. I'm not the greatest at posing, so we will put that. So this is the first one. So what is my pet peeve and stuff like this? So I have sold and sold stuff on eBay, sold stuff on Facebook for a long time. And you have with it a thing of fees and stuff like this, if people will know or not know about this. So there is obviously, when you use PayPal for goods and services, that obviously, because say you ask for a tenner, if you use goods and services, you have to pay the fees on that, which is totally understandable. I don't mind that, but for me, I've always calculated it all in. So say if the figure was £10, it would be £10.61 in fees. Makes perfect sense. So I'd list it for £10.61, all in, job done, easy. Some people did like to try and explain of obviously what is postage and what is fee, so people would understand that, and I understand that. But as time goes on, this is quite commonplace now. So with this one, it was quite late night. I was up quite early, saw it. I was quite quick to the post, so I messaged the person and said I want this. It took them like 6 hours for them to come back to me. They said, yeah, that's fine. Messaged me. I was like, £10 doesn't include fees. Now I hadn't gone back and reviewed it because it's so earlier on, and I had so much to. I was seeing family and stuff during the day and out and about, and I kind of wanted to get this done before I go out, because I'm very prompt. You know, when I say I want something, I want to try and pay for that as soon as possible, so the seller knows that they've got their payment, and then they can dish it off. And you know, I've said what I've said, and that builds up a layer of trust. Now in this instance, I said it. I was like 10 quid all in, blah blah blah. And the person I was like, does it include fees? And he's like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the fees, blah 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 blah. You please add fees on or pay friends and family. Now I'm not going to pay friends and family unless I've dealt with you a lot of times. There is one guy that I deal with a hell of a lot of times that I just pay friends and family just because he's that reliable. Like, I've bought dozens of stuff from him. Everyone else, no, goods and services unless it's a friend. So that's fine. So I added it on, sent it off, and then obviously he updated the post. And as he updated the post, I then saw at the bottom of the post, it said, like, these are the figures, it includes postage and fees. Really a bit annoyed. I was like, because in his comments in the chat that we had communicated, he said, oh yeah, when I said, oh, does it include fees, rather than go, yes, I've added it onto the post, he was like, oh no, sorry, I forgot about that, and was trying to get more money out of me. And obviously I'd already paid him before I realised this, but I was a bit and it took a long time for it. Now he had issues sending it, and it took like a week, and I didn't mind that. I was very laid back. I'm like, I'm not in a rush, but I'm really annoyed in this day and age. I understand it's tight, but why would you try and rinse people for more money when your post says it includes fees, and then you act in the chat that you've forgotten all about it? For me, that is very, very underhanded, and I don't really like. And to be honest, the guy, I probably won't do any dealings with him because of that. But it's always been my pet peeve of not had, people, because I've like done stuff, have had sales before, and it's like, oh, 10 quid for this figure, and I'm like, great, and then they go, oh, and it's postage and it's fees, and it's now £18, and you're like, well, why don't just say it's £18? It's you've kind of built up this shadow that it's really cheap, and then when you're doing that and you're thinking, well, I can buy it for 15 quid online, why would? And now I've kind of agreed to pay for it. So the next one is a guy who I've dealt with once or twice before, and people who know my collecting habits. Essentially, there are main lines that I collect. I'm sure, I may have gone, I think AJ, me and AJ spoke about this on our live stream recently, is that normally I stick to specific waves, like Turtles, Power Rangers, stuff like this. I have my collection that. There are lines I know about, and what I'll do is, I think I did it with Binary Commanders, as you'll see. I really like it, look, and they're quite expensive, so I just wanted a good guy, wanted a pig, wanted a ram, with their weapons, job done. I was happy with that. This is the same line with him. So first of all, I got this one. So this is a Cowboy of Moo Mesas. So the cheapest I've seen these being sold is more or less £40. This guy had these, I think, 20, 25. He's still got a few more. There was a Vulture one that I was kind of tempted to buy, but I was kind of, he put in a post at one of them when I wanted something else, which is in here. But then I saw this, obviously he's missing all of the accessories. I mean, if you have these complete, it's like £60, £80. I'm not fussed, I don't remember this cartoon, but as it's a kind of staple of stuff I watch and that, I just wanted one to have in the collection. Didn't matter which one, so I chose this one because he was more visually appealing. A bit of wear around here, as I say, the guy that you may have seen, Toy Crusader, that he has like £40 is how much he normally charges for them. So the fact I have a loose one, I did on Toy Crusader, I did miss out on getting free for like 60 one year. And then there is this one. So there is a series called Cops and Crooks. I about 2 years ago bought the full box set of it. And again, it's a toy series you don't come across. Vintage Toy Crusader did have some, and I didn't, but they were incomplete and stuff like this. So I didn't go in on buying them. I was like, you know what, I don't want to spend loads of money and stuff like this, especially when they're mainly incomplete. But I would like a cop and I would like a crook if potentially got it. So he had this guy, he has a loose leg, he says. They feel quite feels a little bit loose. So this is can't remember what this character said. If you remember this guy's name, put it down, because the only thing I remember is Blitz. So he comes with a dog, an emergency thing. He's got a little, I think that spins, because it's like a warning alarm, and then the guy obviously has two weapons. So this guy is complete, I think. Let's put the weapons in his hand. Oh, they are a bit. His hands are a little bit fiddly, and the plastic is quite hard. Right, we got one gun in one of his hands. So he has, this is other guy, he had quite a few there, so I may go back and get one or two more to add to the collection, but I'm not looking to complete this. I say they're not in a perfect order. These are a line that it was big in America, but not in the UK, so we never really got it. Okay, I can see, yeah, he does have a slightly loose leg, but there he is, in all his glory, with his dog, which I thought was quite cool. There's only like Bulletproof, the main guy, and a cop who I'm interested in. So that's 3 figures so far. That I paid 50 quid for those two. He got a really good deal. He had, I think, 13.25 on them plus fees, but then like wiped all that and just said, look, just give me 50 quid and I'll take it. Great. Next, Zavi. So you will see coming forward in the new year, I am having a move round of my toys and stuff like this, and one section I have is Transformers, but I'm limited on space, so I now actually have another shelf to move around. So one of my favourite toy lines of all time has been Beast Wars. They're on 2 lower shelves, and I have a few other figures, and obviously they had Rise of the Beast recently. So I managed to get from Zavi, $15.99 free postage, Wheeljack, so Studio Series Wheeljack, so that's cool. So not a beast, I know, but because he was so cheap, I was having an hour in and I went on it. And what essentially is, I will have one massive display, which will be Beast Wars, Rise of the Beast, and everything kind of that's related all in one sum. And then around the corner, I'm deciding I'm going to move around and have Decepticons on one side, Autobots on the other side, all merging into one. And then the shelves that I have below will have animated, and then I'll have one section that I'm just going to put overspill. So if it doesn't look G1, it will be taken out of there and put into it, and I may have a movie section. But yeah, so there we have. So we have Scorpina, obviously Wheeljack, Cowboy of Moo Mesa, and then a cop with his dog. So do you like any of these lines? Have you heard of any of these? Have you heard of all of them? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. This has been a quite big pickup video. Do you have any pet peeves as well? Do you think that prices should be all in and that's what they should do on Facebook and stuff? Really interested to hear all your thoughts and feelings. If you feel you want to, please press the subscribe button or the like button. I do appreciate that. It adds to the channel, and I shall see you in the next one.